Well, welcome back to another edition of 42nd Street Pete's Grindhouse. I got Primetime Amy Lee's shirt on because we're coming off of a huge weekend of wrestling all over the fucking place out in Las Vegas. I didn't watch WrestleMania. People are saying that the second part was kind of lackluster and fucked up. But I did see some other stuff, and Sabu has wrestled, quote, his last match against Joey Janela for Game Changer Wrestling in a no-rope barbed wire match that saw him take some fucking really insane bumps and crazy shit and bled all over the fucking place and pretty much ended his career as the hardcore legend he is, only can. So I just wish him well. We hung out a couple times and talked, and he's been a good guy, and I just wish him the best. But anyway, I was in the mood for a fucking monster movie the other night. I mean, a completely mindless, rip everything apart, smash everything down, big monster movie. Because you don't see any really good big monster movies that are, unless they're the CG shit. So going back to 2001, something called Frankenfish. And it's not a sci-fi movie. Actually, Columbia TriStar was behind it. I don't know if it ever ran theatrically, if any of this shit ever does. Probably went straight to video or whatever, but it's pretty cool because it's like this forensic guy gets sent down to the bayou with this other agent to investigate a guy's murder because parts of his body were found, and they thought it was an alligator, but it fucking wasn't. And while they're looking, they see an alligator, and the alligator don't seem to be doing nothing. And when they poke it, it's only the head. Whatever was, something just ate what beyond the head. So anyway, they find this little community of people hanging out in this little bunch of houseboats on the bayou, and this one older woman's moving out. Her granddaughter's moving her out, and she has her idiot lawyer boyfriend with her, who's annoying. And then there's one houseboat's occupied by stoners, and another is got this deranged veteran on there, and he wants to get even with whatever killed this guy. So they go up there, and this one guy leads them to this boat that's been sitting around for 3 months, and they go on the boat, and they basically find what's left of some Asian people, and obviously there was something on that boat that shouldn't have been on that boat. So then we segue to this rich guy in a bathroom getting a blowjob from a blonde. You don't actually see it. You see the head bobbing up and down and shit. And he gets called by this Asian guy who says, "We found your shipment, but something happened." So anyway, on the way back, one of the guys falls out of the boat and is attacked by this creature and dragged under. So we don't know what the fuck's going on, so they go back to the bunch of houseboats, and obviously this nasty fucker followed them back and is out there, and the stoner looks over the bow, and this thing pops up and just bites his head right the fuck off. Then his crazy wife goes out, winds up out in a boat, and she gets eaten. And as we segue, the millionaire is loading up with some of his hunting buddies, and they're going to go out, and as they go out, there's a bunch of confusion because the veteran does something with a hook and lures this creature up onto the deck, pulls it up, kills it, and is celebrating this whole thing after shooting it, and cuts it open, takes its heart out, and throws its heart out on the fucking grill. All right, that's crazy enough, but for some reason, he starts screaming and yelling, and another one pops up and nails him, and he shoots it with the shotgun, wounding it, but all kinds of shit happens, and the Eurasian chick who was down with the forensic guy says, "I know how to get out of here," but all of a sudden the fire makes the shotgun explode, taking off half her head. There's a lot of shit going on here with heads getting blown off and bit off and people getting bit in half and shit. So anyway, the poor grandmother sort of, one of the things blows up, and the granddaughter is thrown out in the middle of the bayou, and the grandmother decides to distract the creature by stabbing herself in the hand and put her hand in the water. But of course, the fucking thing runs up and bites her in half too. So then the hunters arrive, and it winds up that this rich guy had paid somebody to basically genetically alter snakeheads. And if you don't know what snakeheads are, they're these nasty, I guess there's some kind of fish that can live outside of land. They call them Chinese snakeheads. And I know there was a problem in some fucking lake. I think it was in Maryland. Somebody had let them go and they had bred and taken over the whole fucking lake. And these things can survive out of water for like 30, 40 minutes. And they'll attack fucking rabbits, dogs, whatever. So I think they had drained this whole fucking lake and killed all the damn snakeheads. But anyway, he has created these genetic giant snakeheads, and one of them just knocks everybody out of the boat, and one of the guys gets flipped up into that, the fan with those boats, those Everglade boats. He gets fucking pureed going right through that. So there's a first. So the only name in this film is Mark Boone Jr., who's one of the hunters, and you know him from 30 Days a Night and Sons of Anarchy as Bobby Elvis. So now they're trying to, they mortally wound the last creature, and now they're all in this propeller boat trying to stalk the fucking thing when the hunter lets it out that there was 3 of them, and the male might have been 25 feet long. Well, they corner the fucker, and of course he kills everybody except the forensic guy and the hot chick, and they take off in the propeller boat, and this thing's following them and chasing them, and then they actually smash the boat, and the thing can't stop, and he just grinds himself into little fish guts into the propeller, which propels all over them. They're all standing there covered with blood and fish guts and shit. But then that creepy lawyer bastard got flown clear, and it ends with him laying in a pool of mud, and you see a couple of these things just show up, baby ones, and all of a sudden he's swarmed by baby Frankenfish. So it was a good escape. I mean, it's mindless fucking fun, which what you need sometimes is trying to look for deep meaning in a pile of shit sometimes, but this is just mindless fun, halfway decent plot, and based on something that actually fucking happened. And the creatures are pretty big and nasty. Of course, a few of them are CG created, but a few of them look like they're practical, so there's that there. So definitely worth a look if you can find it. Frankenfish from 2001. Shout out to thefuseboxshow.com. They're still cranking stuff out there. You should check them out. And our buddies at Grindhouse Releasing. And right now, it's Wednesday. The dogs are doing okay. I'm getting the fucking tooth pulled tomorrow, so I don't know what's going to happen Friday. Maybe I'll be talking with blood leaking out of my face. So anyway, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for tuning in. Above all, stay safe, and we'll catch you on the flip side.